welcome to that video. In this video I'm going to be roasting Milosquared's newer vids, because in his reaction to my first roast, he said that I was looking at all his old trash vids, so let's change that. 507, he lost one. He had 508 this morning. No hate, but just saying. There's a particular one I'm very interested in. Here we go. Let's see how tough Milosquared is based on this and see if I can beat him up in a fight.
So I was scrolling through TikToks the other day, and I found someone doing Nickelodeon characters that they could probably take in a fight. But since he's on TikTok, he can only do it in 1 minute integers. I'm doing it in a whole video, and I will leave the person who's doing it down in the description below if you want to look at those TikToks. But anyways, let's get straight into it. So first, we have Mr. Krabs. He's got like those little hands who could just like pinch me, but at the same time, I'm like double this kid's height because I'm a human. Shut up, Java. I'm a human, so I would just throw this man out of the ocean, and I think he'd go really well in, my mother's cry.
Shoot, I'm gonna check something real quick. Alright, let's see. How tall is Mr. Krabs? Peppa Pig's 7 feet tall, so like this should. Oh, I was wrong. Never mind. 7 inches. 7 inches. I was wrong. How strong is Mr. Krabs? Superhuman strength. Superhuman strength. Oh. Due to his experience as a Navy cadet, Krabs is surprisingly strong, and he can lift an entire Krusty Krab building like little to no discomfort. He's 7 inches tall, and he can do that. Milo, I think you need to reevaluate yourself, because there ain't no way you're beating you. He's beating that thing.
Crockpot. So, no tier, God shot, or no, God tier, no shot. Anyways, next up we have Patrick. Bro, Patrick is as dumb as a stop sign. I'd own this man. Next we got Sandy.
How strong is Patrick Star? Superhuman strength again. Patrick has been shown to have very physically strong in various episodes, such as lifting up a road and chopping a boat in half perfectly. But the only instance where he couldn't use so much strength properly was when he couldn't tear a paper apart in the crushers. Milo, please reevaluate this, because you have no shot against any of these guys. You're lazy but sitting at home 300 pounds, can't do any of this.
So Sandy's a squirrel, but Sandy knows karate at the same time. I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long time, but I'm pretty sure she knows karate.
No
so it would be close, but at the same time, I'm like double, if not triple her height. Okay, next we have Sponge.
If this is superhuman strength, I'm gonna be mad. Actually, no, this actually is my benefit. How strong? You know, I'm gonna search it up over here. How strong is Sandy? What the heck? No. Sandy has known to shred SpongeBob, attack other fish, and tear plants and cactuses apart. Holding her breath, Sandy has been seen holding her breath for long. Yeah, she has to find it. Bro, there's a whole fandom for this. Okay, that's valid. I think Milos could beat that.
SpongeBob, and this is an interesting one because I remember that one episode of SpongeBob where like this bully tries to beat him up, but since he's a sponge, he just absorbs it. But also in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, there's like a scene where he just gets dehydrated in the sun. So I just do that. SpongeBob would get owned. Okay, next we have.
How strong? Alright, let's see this. Has shown he's tough enough to withstand nuclear explosions that have been calculated 825 megatons in a firepower to destroy a mountain. Explosions that destroy all of Bikini Bottom very heavily, depending on who you ask. There is no way Milo could beat SpongeBob. There's no way.
Squidward.
I need to reevaluate.
This would also be a close one considering how many legs he has, but I think I'd still beat him up because once again I'm double his height. Next we have.
Let's see this. Speed outran infinity, lifting strength lifted his house, its foundation, striking strength stomped a black hole into the universe. Durability traveled to the end of time and existence, arrived at and came back, bro. Milo, unless you are a god, which you are not gonna beat up any of these guys. Bro, what?
Have Diego, bro. This kid was my childhood, but and he's also actually I'm probably taller than him. This because he's like 5 years old, right? Canonically, it'd be close, but I think I could just easily beat a 5-year-old in a fight.
I'm not. I think you might be right about this one, but let's see. How strong is Diego from Dora? Okay. What the heck? What the heck? What the heck are these questions? Alright, yeah, I don't think there are. Yeah, they're yeah, he's just average. He's just an average kid who got abandoned by his parents in the jungle, so yeah.
Fight. I have no idea who these guys are, but they're just like a bunch of cats. So I would say that I beat them up, but also PETA would probably sue me if I did that. So I'm just gonna put them in I don't know.
Wait, what's the fine for beating up cats? Let's see this. $20,000, Milo. Dang, bro, you narrowly escaped that. He narrowly escaped that, man.
To avoid any lawsuits. Next we have these monsters. I forgot the name of the show that they're from. But I remember watching these guys. Now they're monsters, and I'd probably get owned by them. And next we have these beaver guys. I don't know what show they're from, but I've seen them before.
It just looks like an orange cube, so I can't tell about that.
Or, I mean, they're beavers. So once again, to avoid any lawsuits from PETA, I'm just gonna put them in I don't know. I don't know
That's
who the heck
$40,000 he doesn't have to pay. So nice.
these guys are, but they look ugly as hell. And just because of that, I probably beat the living crap out of them. Next, we have Jessica, or whatever her name is, from Robot, or whatever it's called. I mean, she's a robot. So either I would just beat her up, or she just go full iRobot on me. So I'm just gonna say I don't know. Okay, next we have Raphael from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is not even a question. I'd get curb stomped by this man.
True.
I have no idea who this is, and just for that, oops, I'm gonna make Okay, so I never heard of this guy, but this guy looks like Luke Davidson in all honesty. Next we have Zim. I would get owned by Zim. I mean, that's not even a question. I'd get owned by Zim. Next we have Aang.
How long is this video?
Aang is just gonna go Avatar state on me. I'd also get owned. Next we have the Backyardians. These guys are like really small, right? I remember the show.
Hold up. How strong? What the heck? Okay, yeah, there's no definitive answer, so I'll take his conclusion.
I'm like at least 10 times their height. I would definitely own them in a fight. Next we have a boy band. I don't know. I have seen the show before. I just don't know what it's called. This is a question, because if it's just one of them, it'd be close, but if it's like all four of them, I'd probably get owned. So I'm just gonna put them in I'd lose. I have no idea who this is. I'm just gonna put them in never heard of them. Next we have Carl Weezer. Now at first it might look like I could just beat the crap out of this guy, but do not question Carl Weezer. Do not question him. I'd obviously get owned by Carl Weezer.
Yes, that is true.
Like, it's not even a question. It wouldn't
He gets paid.
Even be a close fight. It'd just be humiliating. Next we have Cat Dog. I've never watched the show. So I'm just gonna put them in I don't know. Next, we have this guy. This guy looks like a total nerd. I don't even know who he is, but I'm just gonna put him in never heard of him. Next, we have Chase from Paw Patrol. I would say I beat this guy, but then I'd get sued by PETA, so I'm just gonna put him in I don't know. Next, we have the
$60,000
monkey
saved.
from I don't even. I forgot the name. So I'm just gonna put him
80,000.
in I don't know.
We should put a
Next,
counter
we
right
have
here. We should put a
Nickelodeon
counter right
itself.
here.
I would
Technically.
obviously just beat Nickelodeon in a fight. I'd beat up the CEO.
Probably true, bro.
What the heck is this? I don't even know what this is. I'm just gonna put it in never heard of him. I don't even know who this is. Dora the Explorer. Once again, I'd probably beat her up, but that would be child abuse.
Yes.
But I'd still probably win in the fight.
Whoa. Hold up. T-Forge. The defendant is convicted of a misdemeanor child abuse case. The penalties can include a sentence of up to 1 year in the Los Angeles County Jail and a fine of up to $6,000. If convicted of a felony offense, the defendant could face a sentence of 2 or 4 or 6 years in a state prison and a fine of up to $6,000. So, for each child, $92,000 is saved.
I forgot this guy's name, but
Jimmy Turner, my name is Dust, give a tail, give a dust, give a tail, give a dome, give a dick, give a dome.
I'm just gonna put him in I don't know. Next we have Doug. This kid, look at his little puny arms, man. That kid could not
$104,000 saved.
lift a stuffed animal if you wanted to. No shot. I would own this kid. Next we got Rocco. Once again, Rocco's like half my height, so I could probably beat him in a fight.
True.
Next we have Kung Fu Panda. I would get owned by this guy. He knows Kung Fu. I'd get owned by him.
True.
I have no idea who this is. This just looks like a knockoff Kung Fu Panda, but I'm not gonna take my chances. I'm just gonna put him never heard of him. Also, look at those arms, man. I would not take this guy in a fight. What the heck is this? Okay, we have Furry. I would definitely own this kid in a fight. He has those claws, but he's also a furry. Next, we have Fred Figglehorn. I hate this guy's YouTube content. I never liked it. I would definitely beat this guy up. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. This is their grandpa from Hey Arnold. This guy is like 97 years old, man. Not that I ever would beat up an old man, but you know, like if he says a racial slur at me, he's gonna have some World War
Canadian. What racial slur is there for Canadians?
One flashbacks. Next we have Arnold. I would just punt that football head. Like, get out of here, Arnold. Next we have the dad from Jimmy Neutron. This kid, this guy actually looks like pretty strong. I feel like I might lose. I might lose to this guy.
Yeah,
Next we have Drake and Josh. Now, if we're talking about me versus Josh, I'd beat him. If we're talking about me versus Drake, it'd be close. But I'm just assuming that it would be Drake and Josh fighting me. So I'd probably lose considering that they're like pretty tall human beings. They look like they're at least like 6 feet, so I'd probably lose. Next, we have these guys. This just looks like Men in Black to me. I don't know, but they seem like they are very strong, so I'd probably lose to them. I don't know who this is. He looks like the host of Double Dare, considering that, but I don't know. Next, we got John Cena. I would obviously own John Cena. This kid would stand no chance against me. Next, we have Jimmy Neutron. I'd get
you know what? Yeah, I'll
owned
get
by
that
Jimmy
too.
Neutron.
You
No
probably
shot.
could.
I don't know who this is. He looks very strong though. Next we have Korra. I would get owned by Korra. Just like Aang, she'd probably go into the Avatar state and own me. Next we got Leonardo da Vinci. I'd get owned. Next we have Donatello. I'd get owned. Next we have, I forgot this guy's name, but here's my favorite character from iCarly. This guy's the best character in iCarly, and you cannot change my mind. I wouldn't even fight this guy because he's just so cool, but I'd still probably lose to him. Next we got the Red Power Ranger. I get probably owned by this guy.
Yeah.
Next we have the dad from Timmy Turner or whatever, Fairly Odd Parents. I probably get owned. Just wait. Yeah, I think I could beat this guy in a fight.
Dang, bro, my Wi-Fi is bad in here.
I don't know who this is.
No,
I don't know who this is. This is Timmy. Yeah, I could probably beat him. He's like half my height, right? Next we have the dad from whatever this show is called. He's in the same show as the monkey. It'd be close, but I'd lose. I'd lose. Next we have the New Orleans Saints. I'd probably lose to the New Orleans Saints. Like, you know, I'd obviously lose to the New Orleans Saints. I'm trying to think of a player for them. Jameis Winston would just like pull up to me and just start beating me up. I don't know why the New Orleans Saints is from Nickelodeon, but I'm not gonna question it. I guess. Why are the New Orleans Saints here? I don't know. Next we have Stu Pickles from Rugrats. He's
Wait a minute. Hold up. I might be wrong, but there's a character that he's missing. This came out after 2011, so he's missing a character that could completely own him.
pretty tall. He
I'll
looks pretty
mention that
tall,
at the
right?
end.
I
I'll
feel like
mention that at the end.
I'd lose to him probably. Next we have these guys from Good Burger. If we're
Yeah,
talking
I
about
can
both of them, I'd probably
Oh.
lose. But if we're talking about only
Yeah.
one of them, I feel like I'd win. But once again, just like the Drake and Josh thing, I'm assuming that we're talking about both of them. I probably lose, considering it's two of them. Next, we got this thick cow right here. I don't know what he's from,
How thick is your mom?
but I feel like I've seen the show before. I would say I beat this guy, but that'd be animal abuse. So I'm just gonna put him in I don't know. I don't know who this guy is. Next, we got the Penguins of Madagascar. These guys seem very crafty. I'd probably lose to them.
Yeah.
Next, we have The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I thought that was a Disney show, but I guess not. I'm just going to put them in. I could probably beat them, considering that they look like they're like a bunch of fifth graders. I could probably punt a fifth grader, man. I'm like double fifth grader's height at this point. Next, we got Peppa Pig. I'd obviously get owned by Peppa Pig,
She's 7 feet tall, apparently.
man. Do not question Peppa Pig.
Yeah.
Next, we got Ren and Stimpy. They seem like they're pretty small individuals, so I'm just gonna put them, and it would be close considering that there's two of them. Next, we got Danny Phantom. Yeah, Danny Phantom would probably lose. I'd probably lose to him. Next, we got Reptar from Rugrats. This guy's a full-on dinosaur, man. I'd get owned by him. Next, we just have the Rugrats gang. They're like a bunch of 2 and 3-year-olds. So, like, I probably own them. Like, if they try to wrestle me, I could just throw them off of me. But at the same time, they're 2-year-olds. So, I feel like I just let them beat me up, considering that they're 2. So, I'm just going to put them in.
$110,000 saved.
I get owned. Next, we have the All That crew. These guys are just like a bunch of teenage actors. They're just like a bunch of 7th graders. I'd probably own all of them in a fight. Anyways, next we have... Oh, God. It's Sheen, my worst enemy!
There's one thing there's like 5 characters he forgot. Because if you look, let me show you guys. Produced by Nickelodeon. He forgot. He forgot this, bro. He forgot this guy, and he's gonna get completely owned. Get completely owned by this guy, bro. So Milosquared, please reevaluate your decisions because you get owned by all the SpongeBob characters and this guy. You forgot about him. You forgot. Anyways, subscribe to Milo and subscribe to me. Don't send hate to him. And nice vid.